the recording mode. Can you cross check? Okay. Okay, now it's recording mode. Come on.
Legal songs, snags by telling people they're being recorded. Oh, huh. Um, it's not. It's having a problem recording right now. No, no. Okay, now it's recording. Okay, were the Siddhas renunciates and like monks, or did they have families? Were they householders, or both?
Sorry.
The
Explain
the
the.
Sid the Siddhas in the tradition,
Hmm.
some of them were householders, yeah. Some of them had wives, they had kids.
You mean how the tradition survive? Is it the question?
Yeah, because some it seems like when they're portrayed in history, they're portrayed more so like yogis, like no wife, no kids.
True disciple. That is the answer. We already shared blood is thicker than water. Blood is the family, but water is the disciple. You know, if you look on the back date, many Siddhar, their knowledge not shared by family, by the disciple. Disciple is the family system. You know, a master,
Mm.
a guru is like the father or equal to the father or a
Mm.
disciple. Simple logic. So this disciple network, master disciple network, the system maintain generation by generation. One disciple
Okay.
and a master is the father, and a guru is the father, and shishya or disciple is the son, equal that way. It is a generation. That way we consider it is a one generation to other generation, not based
So,
in age
but
also.
uh-huh. When you say that 600 years, you're talking about in your family line, in your bloodline.
My family also, I think up to 600 years only we know the traditional knowledge. That is father, grandfather, forefather, like that way. In back date, again, some links maybe. We don't know these things. So we
Mm.
experience 600 years, such a tradition is happened. And also the same time they spend with some gurus also. My
Other
grandfather
teachers.
traveled many places. Yes, he spent with many teachers. His uncle, he trained this knowledge from his uncle, his mother's brother. So he is a member of royal family. He is the advisor in royal kingdom. He got the award, a special award like from this royal family, accredited him. So these things happen generation by generation. So, and
Mm.
again they spend with the gurus, many gurus, absolutely.
So, do you feel you had a? Do you feel you had a choice
Choice.
to study Siddha or not study Siddha? Did you have in becoming a healer in
Yes, I
carrying the tradition? And then
yes.
if you
For
had a
example,
choice, why did you choose? Why did you choose?
uh, why I choose Siddha system for the healing, right? Because
Yeah. Why did you?
because Siddha system is a compact. Siddha is a compactable science for any time. That is another beauty. My grandpa done its own methodology, its own strategy. Now I am doing a lot of things through online, like a online consultation, because my grandpa's time, that is my childhood period, even no computer and TV. Very late time in my house I have the television, because that time no facility like in Kerala. So imagine online or distance program is not easy. If you send a letter will reach to the home within 20, when one person write in the same state, 10 days later it will come. Then that time no couriering the medicines, no posting, anybody need to come and collect medicine that time. So what strategy they maintain now? But now we can have a lot of other strategy, but this science is compatible for any time. Even 2200 the Siddha system will exist here in the world, because it is compatible. Second thing, it is the science in connecting the nature. That is, I told you, even any virus infection again and again happen, if we rejuvenate our body with the grace of the nature, that is without challenge the nature, if you regenerate the human body, the good energy and good immunity and good vital functions, everything will happen to the human body. That means again compatibility of the system is more and more high in the system. So That's the reason I adopt this system in my family, and I'm sharing this knowledge to the interesting people. That's absolutely every subject in this system may not be possible to implement, but I am sure Varmakalai, herbal sciences, and rejuvenation therapies, many things is timeless knowledge. It will be work out anytime. So the reason I adopt this knowledge in my life, I'm trying to convince the public domain to utilize it for the safety of your family, your children, especially by yourself and your family, your children, your friends, network, and for the society. So I believe so. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Well, let's see. What I'd like is you an opportunity in this format. I know you have your normal format of teaching, but in this kind of informal way to give people an opportunity to get some idea about Siddha medicine, yeah, and how it works, the theory behind it,
Yes.
and just offer this to people. My hope is that if someone doesn't want to study formally, they can walk away with some good practical knowledge to help their life. And if they want to study more and they have interest, they can get in touch with you and continue their studies. You know, both online with your
Yes.
formal course and in person.
Yes, and also I want a student is enrolled to the program with my Gurukulam. I make him as a member of this lineage and the family. So as like a university is what happening once completing the program, scheduled program, goodbye. But here is not like so. Once person enrolled to the system, they are the lifetime members for the system. They
Mm.
have and they must get the privilege like they need to interact with the Gurukulam and the members of the Gurukulam and mutually sharing with this knowledge and mutually supported for the survival, for the
Mm.
beneficial. So
Mm-hmm.
we maintaining as a Gurukulam, a traditional Gurukulam with all modern facilities, and we give the option like to interact through them, and we will mutually interact and support the students for the lifetime whenever they face a trouble in their healing sessions. So
Mm.
I'm using every digital facilities like, you know, every facility is like Skype, FaceTime, everything, That is, we have a lot of facilities now. We need to utilize and enjoy for the wellness of the society.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I hope to put this onto Facebook as well as on my website to be accessed.
Yes.
So then, Dr. Prem, maybe we should start. Um, can we cover some of the basic uh, precepts of the Siddha system, and so we can, after this session, start to contemplate some of these foundational principles. You know, maybe just
Sure,
a
sure,
few
sure.
of the
If you write,
basic key
yeah,
concepts, and then next time we can
sure,
continue next time
sure,
as well after. So
sure.
what would you say? How do you just go ahead and start to teach us the way you would normally teach? What's important to understand first?
Sure. If you write some question is more easy because Siddha in the Siddha no basic, no advance. Is the beginning. Kattadu kayyalavu kidakkadu kadalavu. There is a say. You know the meaning? Kattadu kayyalavu. Whatever you got, it's inside of your hand. But it kidakkadu kadalavu because it is like an ocean. It's in an ocean. When you take a little water in the hand, the same thing you are taking the knowledge. You can take from any zone. So in Siddha is a different. Everything in the path of Siddha, Siddhi and Siddha. So whatever you require, you can opt. If you ask a question under my knowledge, I can give the
Okay.
answers. So it is an ocean. I am creating a ship so we can travel in the
Okay.
Siddha named ocean. That's all. So
Okay.
be the
So
pioneers in the game. That's all.
okay. So I can ask questions.
Sure.
Um, when we're looking, so I practice Tibetan medicine, yeah,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
so and it's very similar. The basic concepts are very similar to Ayurveda.
Mm.
Um, and what? So I guess my question would be, let's begin with what they call the doshas, yeah.
Mm.
And when we talk about dosha, how could you please explain how Siddha perceives doshas? Yeah, I have my own kind of interpretation in my own languaging based on my studies, but I'd like to know, because you know the texts and what they actually say. Yeah, what do they actually say about the doshas?
Yes, Siddha system only partially accepting Tridosha. That is the reality. That means Siddha system more concentrating in Panchabhuta, five element principle.
Okay, perfect,
Because
perfect.
Tridosha is derived from five element theory.
Okay, so let's back up then to five elements.
Yes,
That
the
sounds the
root source is five elements. See, without the five element in the nature, nothing. Prithvi, Ap, Teyu, Vayu, Agasa. Everything from the five element. From the five element, we are creating the Tridosha. You got it. That means
so
the base is five element principle. And from the
so
five element Tridosha, from Tridosha, seven dhadus. Dhadu system. Rasam, Rektam, Mamsam, Medas, Asti, Majja, Shuklam. That is dhadus. These anywhere root is five elements principle. But medical examination, one more thing, medically examining, pulse examination, we can't, we are directly looking the Tridosha. And the appearance based, we are looking Tridosha. That is, root is five element and visualizing through Tridosha. So, base is five element, but look on Douglas body through Tridosha named specs I am using to look on you. But base of your health is based on Panchabhuta, five elements. That's all.
so would you say the link between the five elements, the link between the five elements and between the five elements, the link between the five elements in the mind, that link is kind of what we can work with is the doshas. Is that true?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, true. Yes, true. Because through five, if we need to implement five element directly, we can't implement.
Why?
We can because our implementation through Tridosha, it affecting in five elements.
But why can't we affect directly through the
we
five?
Can directly,
I mean, just for clarity.
Directly means that implementation through five element, Tridosha. Because medical books and medical experiences, medical actions through the Tridosha. For example, a cardiologist using the stethoscope to read the heartbeat in the heart, the sound from the heart, the hearing from the ear of the doctor, and how that is that by stethoscope. Stethoscope or a machine, when giving a therapy by the palm, force is from the therapist's body and receiving by the patient's body. That is like the patient's body recipient is that the Tridosha, Panchabhuta, and pressure giving by the patient, but it happening through the pressure. So the pressure is Tridosha. So our implementation mode is that, like, traveling from earth to moon. How to happen? The traveling ship, a vehicle. So Tridosha is like a vehicle. So it's a medium.
Okay, this is the way we could say then that the mind and the body uses the five elements, and so then we have to engage that system that is being used to work on with the five elements, and we're engaging that system through the chardoshas. Okay. Yeah, very good. I had a conversation earlier today, and I'm wondering if the cosmology is similar, where in Ayurveda they talk about Prakriti and Purusha, and then Mahat and Ahankara, and then the Jnana Indriyas and Karma Indriyas. Is it the same in Siddha medicine, the same idea?
Siddha medicine have the same idea along with the 96 tattvas. Jnanendriya, Karmendriya, Tridosha, Dasanadi, everything including in 96 tattvas. Nalvina and Timina, good quality and bad quality. See, we talk some people, they have bad qualities. We talk some people, oh, they are the good people. It is a wrong thing if you refer the 96 tattvas. Good quality and bad quality equally available everybody. But Pagutarivu, that means differential knowledge. Differential knowledge only available in the human being named animals. No other animals that have that quality. And human being know which is good and which is bad. And both good and bad along with you. Tridosham and Yashnatrayas, like Ashtaragas, Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Malsalya, Dambha, Ahangara, these 8 things in the human body. So, how can we say the sadhus, they successing in Ashtaragas? That means by the skill of their meditation and power, they are surviving with kamam, krodham, lobham, moham like feelings. You know. So, these all things included the 96 tattvas. These things in our, as like other manuscript we have, Siddha also.
Okay. So it's the same, but it kind of similar with Marma and Varma. It's a little more detailed.
Yes, more detail is that Siddha Varmakalai, how it become different is that without a medicine make a person normal, that methodology only in the Siddha system and the vital science. That methodology is more or seriously available in the Siddha system as like a multiple options, many manuscripts, many methods, different ladders to climb. Like that way, in Siddha system, the golden option like different information.
Yeah. My teacher in Tibetan medicine was very enthusiastic of teaching external therapies, like points and things like this because of the same reason, especially in this day and age with toxicity in herbs and agriculture, with toxicity and improperly prepared minerals, that we can rely upon external therapies quite easily. We have such a wide uh, we can have such a wide effect on someone's health
Yes,
and
yes,
disease just with external therapies without having to go into the chemistry of everything.
yes.
So yeah, I have a lot of it. So okay, so because 5 elements, can you speak a little bit about each element so we understand what the siddhas are saying about the each element?
5 elements, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Prithvi is the earth element, Prithvi Up is the water, Teyu is the fire, Vayu is the air, and Agasam is the ether. See, this is the beautiful thing is that without these things, nothing is happening. From the birth of a baby, look on it. That's importance. Vayu, the sperm is moving by the power of Vayu. Desha Vayus
Mm.
we are learning. 5 Pranadi Vedal Panchatma Vayu in Ayurvedic books, the same way in the 5 Vayus and 5 Ubhavayus, 10 Vayus. By the movement of lakhs or millions of sperms are moving to success with an ovary. So finally this fusion is happening by the one sperm who success and this creation by this fusion. By this fusion, what happening? This fusion of the collision and few times later this explosion happened, the breaking of by the mitochondria like this procedures, like pitta, fire, heat will create from there. And for the survival, heat is required there. So usually there is a cooling procedure for help to cool. What happening? The air element by the moving the air and these movements of air and the collision of the air, see the fusion of when a baby, that is fetus, formed by the heat creation happening there. This heat is enough to destroy this fetus. So that time water element will come. See, it's happening inside the body of a woman. Water element will come to cool down this heat procedure. Water, more water in the fire, the it will destroy the fire. What happening there? As the next element, earth element as a sponge to absorb water. The earth element come there to protect from this water and fire action. So these 4 elements action. Hey, this is growing. The baby is growing. The fetus is growing. How can it grow without the space? The ether. It will create the space. So usually the vayu, outside vayu come inside and create the vayus inside the body. So it's growing the part and the brain, bone marrow, many things happening by the fire and earth element and the baby come out. 9 months, 9 nadigai, 27 vinadigai time. Within this time, the baby will come out. From the birth, it's there. You know, in the old science, how the nature, by the collision, then the O is, then the spark, many things, the how the nature created, different galaxy created. The same way, a baby is creating by a father
Mm.
and mother through
Mm.
inside the body of the mother's body by the grace of ether to create the space in her stomach, that is inside the uterus. So gradually, that without any damaging to the body of a woman, inside a life is creating by fire elements. It come out, then gradually these things is when the baby grow as a man or woman, slowly this everything, when the growing time, Dashavayus, Vyanavayu in the muscles is moving, and Agni, fire element, it's protect Jadaragni, digestion. You know, very simple. Even the five fingers, Prithvi, Ap, Deyu, Vayu, Agasham. You know, many children drinking, like, you know, using the thumb. You know, they are hungry or any stomach problem because thumb is the location of fire element.
Mm.
So the baby, whom teaches the baby, here is the fire. Most babies using not any other fingers, only this thumb to the mouth.
Mm.
Whom trained this is the location of your fire for helping the digestion, for getting the food, for digesting the food. You want to activate this mudra. You know, mudra science. A
Mm.
baby known the mudra. Use the fire.
Mm.
Fire elements is every part of the life, with and without
Mm.
awareness.
Mm.
When a person is angry, sometimes hold the hand like this way, shivering with holding. See, Pitta, angry, fire is hiking in the human body, so need to control the fire. That's the reason angry people, if don't scold them when they do like this way. They are controlling the fire.
Mm. Mm.
See?
Mm.
Everywhere, these fire element signs. If you open the eye, look everywhere, you can feel the presence of the fire.
Mm.
Right?
Mm.
What do you think, Douglas? Am I
Mhm.
right?
Yeah. Yeah. So the consciousness, yeah, the consciousness, the consciousness is what's mixing the five elements, yeah, to create the body. Is this right? Would you say the consciousness, yeah, which is and then it's more. It seems like these energies in the body, like we can't say that there's fire in the body. There's not actual fire, yeah, but there's
Yes.
the energy of fire. And I
The
know that
energy
in
of fire, not
Ayurveda,
like a burning fire. Yes, but the
yeah,
level is also different. For example, Jadaragni, the digestive fire, its action is not like the Vadagagni, the brain fire. So brain also keep as how you store in some food material in the cold storage the same way. A special temperature, a little bit fire increase into the brain, insomnia, hypertension, many trouble will create in the human body. So brain is safeguarded by Vadagagni. That is also a fire.
yeah.
Kayagni, body temperature, Jadaragni, it's
So
different.
you're
Many.
saying, so you're using the term Agni, but in terms of the dosha, yeah, we say in Ayurveda we say Pitta. Yeah, what do you say in Tamil?
Yes.
For is it the same Pitta?
Yeah,
The
same Pitta.
word
Pitta.
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 So
Father Pitta
Pitta,
Kappa.
the translation of Pitta is bile, though. Yeah.
It's not true. That is a wrong interpretation, really. It's
Okay.
bile is also a connecting with the Pitta, but real Pitta is not
Mm-hmm.
only bile. Pitta is not only bile.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Pitta is
So it's
bile
it's
also Pitta,
the
but Pitta is not
energy that's behind bile can take other forms. Yeah.
bile. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So 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 how do you explain this? Like in terms of the five elements, it's easy to talk about fire, yeah. But then, how does the fire? What what's turning the element of fire into these different subsections in the body of pitta? So we have these the subdoshas, yeah, subdoshas pitta in the body, and then yeah, but neither of these are the actual element fire. So what could you say more about fire? How is the body or the consciousness utilizing this same energy as fire? Like what is like there must be a misunderstanding about what physical fire actually is even.
See, Vada, Pitta, Kapha, we call we consider it as the Srishti, Sthiti, Samhara. Srishti by the creation by Vada, Sthiti protection by Pitta, Samhara destruction by Kapha. And that means Kapha lose, the destruction will happen. Pitta imbalances leads to be the maintenance level will be trouble. So and Srishti, the creation is always by Vada. So that means Pitta is the Kaya Kalpa. I think you hear the word Kaya Kalpa. Kaya means not body. Everybody thinking Kaya means body. Kaya means not body. Kayam, body is protected by fire or Pitta or fire element. So body can also called as Kaya. Kaya means Agni or fire. So body is protected by the fire. So we can call body as also like fire. That means you need to understand the reality. Fire is very auspicious, very important. Any imbalance to the fire leads to be the starting point of every troubles. It is the triggering point every trouble. If you can safeguard your fire, no diseases, no troubles, no complications. How to manage? Very simply. How you eating food, how you drinking water. Very, very, very simple level. See, every trouble happening from the simple level, Douglas. We are talking about a lot of complicated method and complicated medicine. We can handle everything simply. Even become the time, if you lack the time, if you waste the time, everything become troubleful. That is troubling situation. So as simple as, just Pitta, if you protect the Pitta is very important, like food, like lifestyle, like therapies, many, many solutions. When you failed in lifestyle and food style, you want medical support, that is clinical support. In Siddha system also giving high importance to the fire element, that is Pitta. So clinically, Pitta is fire. Is the physical level we can call the Pitta, and super conscious level it is fire. Whole world the fire. From the fire the body is cast the like a sun and moon, and the sun is in your heart. It's explaining the Andabinda Tattva Jnanam, sun in your heart, the fire in your heart. So fire is the protective energy. So the fire, the nuclear level of fire or the micro level of fire from the solar, from all the energy, it's working in your body as Pitta energy. So Pittam, Pitta is, if you're protecting the from Tridosha Pitta, protecting the Pitta means that protecting the fire. If no proper fire, nobody can survive.
Okay. So, but for the fire to burn, it needs wind. Yeah.
Yes. Because it's
And,
mutually connected. Fire expanding, the air will air
the
expand.
the wind.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm. So for the wind is directly related more so than is. Would you say that the wind is more directly consciousness than to consciousness, to the mind and emotions?
Yes, it is affecting the Jagrada, Sopna, Sushupti, Turiya, Turyadida. There is five state of mind is there. So, fire is that, fire is the, if fire increase, a lot of people lack of memory or memorization is weak. Insomnia, imagine if high fire in the brain, the skill of sleeping, you will be out of the sleeping mood. So you can't sleep well. If sleeping is gone, can you have a fresh life? No, everything will be trouble. So Pitta, if you not handle the Pitta properly, lot of troubles happen to the life, quality of life.
So I guess my question is, I'm trying to find in what you're saying the importance of the wind
Yeah, wind
in
also important.
terms of.
Wind
So,
also.
but it sounds like like it seems like in Ayurveda the wind is most important, and in Tibetan medicine also the wind is kind of the most important. The wind
I want to say not
But
most
it
important.
seems like you say, yeah, tell me. That's why I'm asking.
I am not important. It's equally mutually connected. One imbalance lead to other imbalance. Where the triggering point? That's only the question here. If your pitta is troubling for your body, pitta is important to control that. If you have three children, who is more naughty for a good future of the three children, you need to train your naughtiest son more properly. Simple logic. The same way, here is important and less important, nothing like so. Vada, Pitta, Kapha is equally important to the Panchabuddhas. Can we consider anything very important? Okay, fire, Pitta. Pitta leads to troubling of Pitta leads to aging process. That way, Pitta is important. But Kapha is based on your total energy. It lies on your heart, cardiac energy, that is neuro energy, like many things connecting with the Kapha. So, can we neglect Kapha and endure your vital movements based on Vada? How can you neglect each Vadas? Desha Vayus, 10 Vayus in your body. Can you neglect any one of these things? So, in my academic experience, nothing more higher or not lesser, equally important.
Okay.
Depend upon the clinical way, which is troubling to Mr. X and which is troubling to Mr. Y. These each people, some Mr. X have troubling pitta, so that as a physician, we are looking the pitta is important. And for Mr. Y, he may be troubled by vada, very important for vada. The physician's case, he need to important vada. And Mr. Z is maybe kapha, okay, kapha. So there is no important and non-important or less important, higher important. Equal.
So I guess,
Equal.
so when you're talking about the effect of consciousness on disease, the effect of the source of the, you could say, the doshas, yeah?
Yes.
In Tibetan medicine, we say that it's due to ignorance, that everything is interdependent, and ignorance that everything changes, that we then react to it emotionally, and through that emotional reaction, that drives the energy of the dosha. That drives the energy for us to incorporate more of a certain element that will increase that particular dosha. Like if we're angry, we may start to eat more spicy food or activities.
Yes.
Do you have
Yes.
something between consciousness?
Yes, consciousness have these things because if you increase the pitta, there is a lot of trouble in the consciousness. So a lot of red chili usage, even many food. Food is the fuel for a body named vehicle. So food is the first basic influencing factor to the health and immunity and consciousness. So and that the reason food is divided into satvikam, rajasam, tamasam. Sattvic food, tamasic food, like these things. So this is the basic things, but depend upon the nature of body, also the fact how to influence the food. That's also other thing. There is no good thing or bad thing in the food system. Everything. For example, non-vegetarian in Ayurvedic and Siddha, even Aryan people, we believe they are very pure vegetarian. Even they use in Ajamamsa Rasayana. Ajamamsa Rasayana means lamb meat soup. They are preparing a medicine called Ajamamsa Rasayana. Brihachakada Adi Hrida, Amrita Prasha. Like many medicines, they are using lamb meat soup. Like many non-vegetarian ingredients using for medicine. So it's not like that way. Depend upon the condition. For Raja Yakshma, that is similar as like tuberculosis. Even alcohol, like a special alcohol and special meat, like a medicine from meat, that is from lamb meat. It's giving for tuberculosis patients to heal them. So many things. So it is depend upon the body condition. And a pitta prakriti person, if eating a lot of chicken and a lot of non-vegetarian and a lot of spices, it's not good for them. And kapha people, if they are eating a lot of ghee and sweet, not good for them. So many facts connecting with these things. And I want to say every individual is an individual. Their condition is individual condition. So as per our basic and advanced knowledge, we create a theory for which is good for them. That is better. Individuals are individuals. My condition and your condition are entirely different. So if you follow my diet in your life, it may not be useful. If your pitta is very weak, or if you use a little spice, not an issue. If my pitta is very higher, I can't recommend myself a lot of spices. So many things, you know. So many places, like a common strategy is not a healthy strategy. Not based on a country, not based on a nature of living, not based on family system, not based on tradition. Based a little bit based for a common country based a common connection, family based a common connection, lifestyle, job, like many things, minor connection, major differentialities, more than similarities. We face more than the similarities. We can aware about the differences. Every individual.
Okay. Well, thank you. I look forward to our next conversation. Yeah, we've been talking for a while. I still have um, lots of questions, which is good, and we can cover that. I really appreciate your time, Prem.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Also, I am suggesting the people who viewers, please be joined in Douglas, who create a group of Facebook, WhatsApp, something. So we can create a lot of mutual questions and talks. I am hardly appreciating this attitude, and we need to make a single country. Single country means Siddha, non-people's country is a single country. No visa, no passport required for a country like a Siddha, like a single country. Knowledge is a awareness. Knowledge is, is the base of awareness. Through awareness, we can break the, you know, differentialities of country based or culture based or race based, anything. So everybody heartily welcome to the Siddha system as a single family.
Okay.
What do you think?
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you so much. I'm going to stop the recording, but stay on the call.
Yeah,
And we'll finish up. And again, my
sure.
website is phalamritam.org. Phalamritam Institute is my organization, and Prem's organization in India, who's working and collaborating with me,
Yes.
is Deva Vidya.
Yeah.
And I'll put this in whatever notes I put in with this. I'll put the website, and you can get in touch with both of us.
Yes,
Thank you
Douglas
so
Center
much.
is the one-point contact center for Deva Vidya services in USA. So please help him to be elaborate the Siddha services there. And also in you people like my American family, whenever they visiting the natural Kerala Gurukulam is awaiting for you people to come and enjoy. And also the similar as like Douglas, and we planning August sometimes because of Corona and many issues. August program sometimes 1 or 2 or 3 months extend. Anyway, we are planning every year 2 or 3 times of program in US simultaneously India. And Douglas create a wonderful facilities for us. So appreciating these things, and the viewers whomever may be watching these things, let him support for the movements of the system. And anyway, I can't communicate with everybody. The reason that long time experienced healer Douglas also make a part of our family lineage as a Siddha lineage. So I think you many people, the viewers, can be also the part of this lineage through Douglas, and we can do something better for this complicated time. Again, on talking yesterday the SARS, and previous days Ebola, and today Corona. Tomorrow the new one will come, but we have a proper immunity, strength, and vital function. We don't need to worry about it. As like break the chain is not easy, gain the power only the easiest things. That it will help our children and our grandchildren, every generation may fit to survive with all viral bacterial infections. Anyway, help 18 Siddhar and Lord Shiva, all of us.
Thank you very much.